Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Just Because Wrestling, and it is Wrestlemania weekend. Jack, we are here. We are finally here. The biggest time of the year. Wrestlemania weekend. There's so much going on right now. It's Friday.
I'm excited.
TGIF.
Not as excited as you are.
I am so pumped. My voice is gone already. I literally...
Calm down.
I can't even talk.
It's Friday. We have an entire weekend.
Come Monday morning, I will be mute. But yeah, it's Friday. WrestleMania weekend officially kicked off last night, so it kicks off from the Thursday.
It's WrestleMania week now.
It's week. It runs from the Thursday to the Wednesday.
Well, I saw things that were happening on the Wednesday as well. Like, you know,
yeah.
Like it's just as soon as people start landing in New York,
it's WrestleMania week.
It starts off, like, you know.
That's the thing. That's how crazy WrestleMania is now. It is a literal festival, and it is the biggest week in wrestling, bar none. And yeah, it's finally here. It is that time of year again. It is everyone's favorite time of the year. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. You live for this.
To start things off, I want to pose a question to you.
Go ahead, pose that question.
Forward to more, WrestleMania weekend or Christmas?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. My head.
No, fuck Christmas. Because Christmas can let you down.
Yeah.
There was always that one.
I've had a couple of WrestleMania weekends that have let me down.
No, hold on a second. Because there's always that one Christmas where you want that toy so much and it never comes. It never comes. Whereas WrestleMania, there'll always be something that'll deliver.
Yeah.
There's always something.
Yeah.
It's always memorable. I can remember every WrestleMania. I can't remember every Christmas.
That should be like your bio on Twitter.
I can remember WrestleMania. I can't remember.
A t-shirt.
Yeah, let's just say I'm a lot happier watching WrestleMania. I mean, I love Christmas, but I'm a lot happier watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And plus, you can go to WrestleMania. You can't go to Christmas.
Christmas comes to you.
Christmas is everywhere. WrestleMania is everywhere. WrestleMania comes to you too.
Oh yeah.
WWE Network, $9.99. But yeah, plug. But no, yeah. So
are you trying to get a pre-show job? Are you trying to like take
Sam
Rosenberg's job?
Or Pete Rosenberg?
Sam Rosenberg.
Sam Rosenberg.
Oh,
Imagine that monstrosity.
oh, Jesus.
But yeah, no. But it is. It is.
I can tell you're excited.
I am so genuinely, I'm so pumped for this weekend. I'm way more excited for this WrestleMania than I was last year. I was excited last year. I'm way more excited this year.
Yeah. So we might as well explain. We're doing 2 episodes this week. This episode, contrary to what our opening has been like, it's actually not going to be about WrestleMania itself.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the other festivities that are happening
there's
all over WrestleMania.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going down, and we will be predicting the 2 biggest shows going on just
outside of
prior to WrestleMania, which are New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor's joint show, G1 Supercard, which is taking place tomorrow night, Saturday night, live in Madison Square Garden. And we're always predicting NXT Takeover New York, which is taking place tonight.
It's happening tonight, like hours from now.
Yeah, tonight in the Barclays Center. Both are set to be 2 of the best cards of the year. Just on paper alone, they look like NXT being very heavily discussed as potentially could be the greatest takeover ever, which they say about every takeover, but this actually could be. And we have G1 Supercard, which is just a groundbreaking show in itself for...
Is that a New Japan shirt?
No, it looks like one.
It looks like a New Japan
No, it's
shirt,
not.
doesn't
It does, yeah, but it's just a lion.
You could just tell people that's a New Japan shirt.
Yeah, I could.
Looks class.
I'd be such a mark if I said that though. I was like, it's actually a New Japan shirt. It's just a lion. It actually didn't.
I go to WrestleMania and I wear New Japan merch.
I know, man. In fact, I always thought it looked like Starbucks, but yeah, no, you know the Starbucks a tiny bit, but no, now that you pointed out, it kind of does look like more like New Japan.
Anyway, sorry for interrupting.
No, it doesn't matter. No, yeah, but it was a Christmas present. I don't get WrestleMania presents.
We're back to this.
We're back to this. This will be a debate from now on. But so now, so yeah, and obviously G1 Supercard, like I said, groundbreaking show, first ever. It's not first ever, but it's like this big non-WWE show that is taking over Madison Square Garden.
Well, that's
first one in a long time.
That's what I wanted to start with, because you can tell it's WrestleMania weekend because I have notes. But that's the first thing I wanted to start with. I was going to pose the question to you because I have an answer, but I want to get your take.
Okay.
When did this stop just being about WrestleMania? When did this become a weekend? When did this? Like there was always shows, but when did it feel like, oh, I'm not just excited for WrestleMania anymore? I'm excited for WrestleMania weekend. Like, when did it stop being just about the show and more being about the entire weekend?
Last year, I think, in my head.
Do you think?
I think it was last year, because I'm trying to think back. And I remember WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans was a massive thing. I remember there was like a festival, but it was all WWE.
Yeah.
Like every day of the week was something WWE related.
Yeah.
But to my knowledge, last year was the first year. Was there one in Orlando the year before?
Well, that was what I was gonna say. I think it started. It's grown. I think it started 2 years ago in Orlando, because that was the first time we started hearing about matches happening
outside
of WrestleMania. Like, you had the big match that weekend that wasn't WWE related. It was the Hardys versus the Young Bucks.
Oh yeah. That was Ring of Honor.
That was a ladder match.
And you know what's weird though? That always happened. That's been happening WrestleMania weekend in the same place, like for years, and it's never been that.
That's the first time.
Never been that. Yeah, marquee.
Gained traction, and then last year went to another level when you had Gargano, Ciampa, and Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes happening literally at the same time. And that was the thing where, like, oh, which one do we watch?
Which one would I watch? Yeah.
And now this year, I think this year is where it's kind of probably reached its peak, because this year it's the first time that WWE have started acknowledging other promotions.
Well, this year feels huge. This year
feels huge. It feels the biggest WrestleMania weekend ever. But like, usually it was all about WWE or about whatever.
Everything else is
WWE themselves switched NXT Takeover to Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Because they said, they don't want fans to choose.
Well, Triple H said,
but he's as high you're going to get if you don't talk to Vince.
Yeah, true.
But like, he was like, we don't want fans to choose between other shows that are happening. So that's acknowledging that there's this huge other show happening in Madison Square Garden. And like, we don't want fans to choose. It feels like this WrestleMania is the first WrestleMania where it's more about wrestling fans than it is WWE as a company.
Yeah, 100%. But I totally agree. Like, for some reason it just feels like this year now is like, it just feels huge. It just feels proper big. And I'm wondering, like, does the city have a lot to do with it? Because obviously, like, 2 years ago was Orlando. That's a big vacation spot, obviously. And New Orleans last year is a renowned party town. This year, obviously, New York / New Jersey metropolitan area, like, obviously a famous place.
Yeah.
And next year again we have Miami, which is again a huge holiday destination. And I'm saying, like, imagine like WrestleMania took place in fucking, I don't know, Minneapolis or some shit. Like, I don't know a lot about Minneapolis, but like, it's not somewhere that springs to mind as a vacation or a place I want to go in America.
I think more. Like, you have to think back to when it's become this kind of whole festival weekend.
But, like, I think, for me, it's WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, but if you look from WrestleMania 30 on...
It's always been
one of those. That's why they're not going to, like, fucking... Like, you said, Minneapolis, because...
Or somewhere dumb. Not dumb, I don't call it dumb. But somewhere, like... Just not a tourist destination. I think from now on, WWE are going to be running WrestleMania, or at least their big 4 pay-per-views in tourist destinations, with places where people will be anyway.
Yeah, Los Angeles would be a big one.
I know. This year SummerSlam's in Toronto.
Yeah,
which is like just a big. I gotta mind, like, Toronto's a big city, like, so.
Like, once the NFL thing with Vegas takes off and Vegas gets their own outdoor big stadium.
Oh, Vegas would be big.
Vegas would be
big time, yeah. Huge.
But I just can't see them. Like, WrestleMania 19 was in Seattle.
Seattle, yeah. That's never happening again.
Yeah.
Not for... and if it does, it won't be for fucking years.
Yeah. I think it's just can Seattle even hold that venue? You know, like,
that's the thing. Like, I mean, I love to look back and check what was the attendance at WrestleMania 19.
WrestleMania 19 was a big attendance because it was in a baseball stadium.
Yeah,
there was a huge attendance at that, but that was like WrestleMania was the only thing happening that weekend.
But even look to the next year, WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 20 was in Madison Square Garden. Yeah. Like, what's the max attendance there? Like 20-something thousand. Yeah. Like, come on, like, I mean, and look at it now. Like, we're looking at the estimated figures. Like, obviously, I don't know how accurate this is, but the estimated figures for WrestleMania this weekend are 80,000 plus. Yeah. So, like, that's a huge jump.
But it's becoming a thing now that there's people going to, like, going to New York this weekend who don't even have tickets to WrestleMania.
There's going,
so much going on.
Yeah, you could just get you can just get into shit. Like there's
easily go to New York that weekend
and not
watch WrestleMania hotel.
Yeah, it would too. For the buzz. There's definitely and there'll definitely be like bars and stuff showing stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's
showing.
Yeah, and sure. I mean, and there's stuff to go to. Like what's the name of the place? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the company, but there's an event called Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah.
And like it's just taking place like really late at night.
Yeah.
And I know one of the marquee matches at it is Scott Steiner versus Swoggle.
Oh yeah, there's
I can't remember
heard
the company.
About that one. It's in like a nightclub.
Yeah.
They're the only licensed place to stay up.
Yeah. Slumber Party. I think it's starting at 11 p.m. American time. So 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
And then so which is like what's that, like 3 a.m. our time or something like that. Like it's proper like late.
But Joey Janelle's Spring Break always runs into the AM. That's another big show that's happening.
That's happening. That hasn't happened yet, I don't think. I know the biggest show that's happened so far was GCW's Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, which happened last night and was very highly renowned. I only found it actually properly this morning when I read into it. The whole concept of the event is that there's no pinfalls. That like they're all shoot fights.
Oh yeah.
That like shoot fights. Like a match can only end via a submission or referee stoppage or knockout, or DQ. But there's no count outs, as in like if contestants leave the ring, the referee stops the time and they're entered back into the ring.
Yeah.
And each match has a time limit. And obviously the main event last night was Josh Barnett versus Minoru Suzuki in a 20-minute time limit match. They ran the 20 minutes. Apparently in an unbelievable match. The crowd started chanting 5 more minutes and Suzuki silenced them. And then he said he wanted 5 more minutes, so they were granted an extra 5-minute overtime. They ran that out, so the match ended in a draw. And they both got on their knees and bowed to each other, which was obviously a great sign of respect to see. But apparently the match was outstanding.
But it's like it's just a huge weekend now, and that's the thing. Do you think? I was only thinking this the other night. Do you think weekends like this, especially where it is, do you think Vince McMahon regrets closing down WWF New York? That restaurant he had.
Yeah. Nah, I say.
Imagine the bank he would make this weekend.
I mean, he can always open it again.
But I think that cost him a fortune.
But see, that's the thing. I say he doesn't really mind. Like, I mean, he's making tons of money anyway.
Yeah.
But I like a guy like Vince strikes me as a person who's like, you can always make more. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it would have been. Imagine that crack. That would have been.
Imagine the queues to get in there.
That's the thing. Like, I would have been insane. But yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. But what do you think? Right? Because I've seen people talking about this online as well. What do you think? Can you see in the future, and if so, how far into the future of WrestleMania becoming a 2-day thing? As in the event itself, WrestleMania.
It depends. There'll be a lot of question marks around it. Because, like, do you get a ticket? If you bought a ticket, does that entitle you into the 2 days, or do you have to buy 2 tickets?
I say it'll be like most festivals where you can buy like a 1-day pass, or you can buy like a 2-day pass or whatever. Like,
yeah, but then there'd have to be a limit of 2-day passes then because.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it happening. It would be an interesting concept. You could definitely split this WrestleMania over 2 days, I feel.
But especially with 17 matches.
Yeah, like, and how long is that? 5.5 hours, main show?
Oh, it got announced. The entire thing, I think, is 8 hours.
Yeah, so 2 4-hour days. There you go. Like,
in my head,
depends. It costs of production. Obviously, it costs a lot of money to run a place.
In my head, I can't see it happening because I think that takes away from the mystique of WrestleMania. I think Vince looks at it and is like, WrestleMania is this one holy day for wrestling fans that we all look forward to, and if you stretch it over 2 days, it becomes less special in my head. But then again, like, if it makes more money, then Vince will probably do it. So but even with New Japan now, like, they're like, next year the Tokyo Dome's getting 2 shows, like, as in like they're but it's to be determined. Like, nothing's come out yet whether it's going to be 2 days of Wrestle Kingdom. As far as I can tell, it's 1 day Wrestle Kingdom, and in the next as far as I can tell, but I could be wrong. So
it's an interesting concept. Over 2 days is something that has kind of been talked about now as these pay-per-views get longer and longer and the roster gets bigger and bigger. But, like, I just don't know. Like, would 2 days... Like, would people have time for 2 days of WrestleMania? Like,
Yeah. I don't know, like. I mean, I would rather not be. But I don't understand. I'm just posing the question because a lot of people are saying because it's basically that anyway, just without the show actually being on 2 days.
yeah.
Like it is a festival. It is a week-long thing.
Yeah.
Like if we were to go to WrestleMania next year, we'd have to go like a week in advance.
I do understand it, but it's just WWE themselves have so much going on that weekend that to make WrestleMania 2 days.
Yeah, they'd be flat.
The Hall of Fame.
Takeover.
You could even put the Hall of Fame in the WrestleMania if you did it over 2 days. Like have 4 be inducted in one show and 4 be inducted in the other.
Nah, it's to me now when you break it down, it sounds very cluttered to me.
Yeah,
which is a good thing because I don't want it. I'd rather be 1 day.
Yeah. Like I think you lose its mystique.
Yeah.
Over 1 day.
Yeah, definitely. Because
I'd love to see people explore. Maybe not for WrestleMania, but I would love to see like some company explore a wrestling festival. Like when you have a wrestling cruise now. I'd love to see, like, you go to some fucking field for 3 days. You camp out. Next morning you get up. And then, like, have, like, different shows happening, like in a festival.
Well, they do.
Then, like, having a main show.
They've sort of flirted with the idea because, do you remember this year's United Kingdom tournament?
Yeah.
The first round took place at the Download Festival.
At Download Festival for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So it's being flirted with, like.
It'd be an interesting concept, like. I'd go watch fucking...
Yeah, in a field, yeah.
For 3 weeks, or 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 days.
Are you for real?
That'd be some crack, like.
It'd be good crack, alright, yeah. Especially when there's so much on offer.
Yeah, because you could have, like... Okay, so let's just say it was run by AEW, let's say. You could have, like, fucking... You could have some AAA matches happening over here. You could have the Cirque du Soleil Chinese guys wrestling over here. And then, like, you can choose then maybe have some other shows, like, fucking... Like, have, like, Joey Janela run a show over here, something like that.
Joey Ryan.
And then, like, that'd be going on during the day, and then at the night, just like at a festival, you go to the main stage, and AEW play, like, have, like, a main event or something.
Yeah. No, it's definitely an idea, and I think it'll probably work.
I know, it's sort of what Chris Jericho's been doing with the cruise anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's on a boat.
It's just on a boat, yeah.
But,
it's in international waters.
Even, like, they did it with the cruise. Have DDP Yoga at a festival. Have him, like,
do a class, yeah.
He did it on the cruise. You would have, like, talk shows, like, live talk shows and stuff.
It's basically Starcast.
Starcast, but, like, overnight.
Yeah, over a period of days.
Merge Starcast and All In, just into one.
Yeah, into one.
Yeah.
Into a thing, yeah. It would be cool. It's definitely an idea.
Do you see the stuff that's happening at Starcast?
I've seen bits. I've seen nothing. I'm not too pumped on it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I haven't really been following. I've seen, like, people be announced for it, but I haven't really.
Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat are watching their 3 matches.
I heard about that, yeah. I heard about that.
4-hour long thing.
That's
their matches
pretty
are
fun.
Always an hour long.
Odds of one of them falling asleep. and by one of them, I mean Rick.
Yeah. Who else did I hear is doing? Oh, they're doing it with Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn as well.
Oh, are they?
They're going watching their trilogy.
That's
in
cool.
ECW. So stuff like that.
Are they doing eat and greet with Kevin Nash again?
I think so.
Because I know he's there. I know he got announced for it.
A lot of the wrestlers will be doing eat and greets.
That's class.
I'd love to do an eat and greet.
I would.
With Undertaker.
I would too. Oh, he's there. I know he's there. Yeah.
Imagine just having breakfast with Undertaker.
How much are his tickets again? Like $200 or something.
Something like that.
It's like a separate cost of $200. Would you pay that for him? It should be $200 to see him. I wouldn't.
Meet him?
I wouldn't meet him. Well, no. Well, I don't know how much it is.
How much time do I get with him? Like
a picture.
Meet and greet, I'd pay $200 for that.
If I got to have a meal with him.
Yeah, like $200. But it has to be just me and him.
Yeah, that's almost worth the money.
Yeah.
If the food was included in that $200.
Yeah.
If I had to pick up the bill as well.
Yeah. If you're one mean bastard, you can pick up the check after that. Fuck you, Mark.
Wait, hold on a second. Who asked you to order the ribeye?
He just goes to the bathroom and like never comes back. Comes out the window.
It's like, hold on a second. I got a salad. You got a fucking porterhouse steak. That's not cool.
Imagine if the bill came out, you were like, so how do you do this?
Yeah, we go Dutch, yeah. We go Dutch. But like, because I saw a thing there recently. It was you could, I think it was at C2E2. You could meet the elite for, you could get a picture and meet the elite for I think $200.
Yeah.
Like, or was it one?
It sounds like a lot of money.
No, it was 140.
It does sound like a lot of money, but like the standard.
What was it?
meet
No.
and greet.
No, it was 200. It was 200.
So, but like it sounds like a lot of money. Fair enough. But the standard meet and greet for a single person is like $40-50. Like,
See, that's the thing. It was
so
It was $70 to get a. It was $140 to get a picture and an autograph from the Bucks,
Yeah.
and it was $30 to get or it was $60 to get an autograph and a picture with Kenny,
Yeah.
and then it was $200 altogether.
Yeah.
So
like,
it worked out evenly, but like, I'm just saying, like,
it is a lot of money.
it's a lot of money.
But
That's
people
a
are
lot
gonna
of
pay it,
money.
So if people are going to pay it, they're going to jack up their prices
Fuck, that's so much money though. I wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't pay that.
to meet the. To meet the
No,
elite.
I wouldn't pay $200 to get an autograph and a picture with them. Not a whole.
Yeah, I'd have to be working full time. I couldn't do it as a student. You know, like
Not in our current situation. No.
ripping my money together.
I gave Will Ospreay €30 for a T-shirt,
You
and
regret your decision
and-
ever since.
no, but like, I'm just saying that was hard enough. That was,
Yeah.
and like, I wouldn't pay fucking $200 to
Yeah.
get a picture and an autograph.
Yeah,
And that is literally like 15 seconds of your time.
I'd rather pay $200 to get a flight to Jackson than to take my chances.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'd rather pay to go to a fucking show.
So we're gonna talk. Do you want to talk about what card do you want to break down first?
I suppose we should do Takeover first, given that it's tonight.
Okay, so NXT Takeover New York happening tonight. So
I have the card here as well, just in case you're caught.
So we start off with which match do you want to start with?
Number 1.
You want to start with the War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe taking on the tag team champions, pulling double duty this weekend.
I know, you just fucked that up already.
Okay.
Already. That is the first match.
And they're taking on Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Who are pulling double duty.
2019 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners.
They're competing for 2 championships this weekend.
The tag team I never knew I wanted until it happened. Yeah. So yeah.
Who do you have and why?
Okay, so War Raiders versus Black and Ricochet is, to me, the most clear-cut match on the Takeover card. I think every other match is very unpredictable, except this one. I think the fact that Black and Ricochet are on the main roster now, like, I just can't see them putting the belts on them. I know I saw people saying it online that, like, it's not out of the realms of possibility. Put the titles on them and like showcase them on Mania and stuff.
Yeah, it's not.
But no, I can't see them doing it, especially since the War Raiders just won the belts. And I think if they beat Black and Ricochet, former NXT champion, former North American champion, 2 of the biggest stars NXT has ever had, then like it puts War Raiders on the map as a legit scary ass tag team. Like, I can see War Raiders holding the belts for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I'm going War Raiders.
But just to play devil's advocate, it would be some push if they put both titles on this weekend.
On Black and Ricochet, it definitely would, 100% would. But
I think War Raiders are winning too, by the way. But
okay.
It's not out of the realms of possibility. I don't think it's probably the most clear cut.
I think it is. I think it's of all the matches, I feel safest picking War Raiders. I think.
Yeah.
I think it might open the show.
I think so too.
I think it might open the show. Yeah.
Team and it always steals the show.
Yeah, I think it might open, and I think like War Raiders are. I think they go very under the radar and best tag team in the world.
Yeah.
They're kind of forgotten about a lot. Like,
usually when they wrestle, and it's unrightfully so, but usually when they wrestle, it's always the team that they're wrestling gets
Gets showcase
because they bump.
I think this might be the case here as well with Black and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, do you know what I'm very interested to see? I'm very interested to see who takes the pin here. I think it might be Ricochet. I can't see them pinning Black. I think Black is genuinely poised to be a megastar on the main roster.
It could be they mightn't pin anyone. It might be like a countdown.
Nah, not gonna happen. They're two babyface teams.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You could have.
That's the thing as well. I think it's going to end with War Raiders winning and then Black and Ricochet like raising their hands and
Yeah,
like
but you could also have, if you wanted to get out of that, you could have like something like the Era coming out.
Or Forgotten Sons or something. Yeah, maybe that's always a possibility. But I'd rather, if it's opening the show, especially, I don't want it to open the show on a bunk finish.
Yeah.
So but I'm going War Raiders to retain.
Okay.
Happy with that.
I am too. So next match is
number
2. Pete Dunne versus Walter
for the UK title.
Are you pumped?
Yes. Yeah, I'm very excited for this match. So yeah, this match, when it first got announced, I was like 100% Walter's winning. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, what if he wins and he just continues this insane reign?
It wouldn't surprise me, but I'm just thinking, if he beats Walter, then who the fuck is going to beat him?
That's what I mean, like.
I think this is the opportunity now. If you want to take the title off Pete Dunne,
has to be now.
Otherwise,
it just feels.
It just feels then
dragged out.
You're going to have to sign someone to beat him. You're going to have a plan B.
Yeah,
because all the time it was like, oh, no one's going to be able to beat Pete. No one's credible enough to beat Pete Dunne. And it was like they'll have to go and get someone like Walter. And now Walter's here. You know what
I'd do for this match?
What?
I would have this be like the match that everyone's expecting, like genuine 5-star classic.
Yeah.
And I would have it like literally like Walter is obviously this huge domineering figure. And I would have him cheat to win. I would have him like literally like he cannot put Dunne away. This is why Dunne has been champion for nearly 700 days. And I'd have Walter do some dirty trick and pick up the win. And that's how you take the belt off Dunne. It keeps the mystique around Dunne that he could never be beaten until he was cheated. And then you have Walter as this despicable heel who no mortal man can beat. And then you can build. You can take the time. Then Walter can go on his own big long reign, and you can build up someone. Then
what do you do with Dunne? Then do you move him up?
I move him over to NXT.
You move him over just to NXT.
To US NXT.
Would you not move him to Raw or SmackDown?
No. I think we're in store for a few call ups in the next week.
Yeah. Like
proper call ups. Like I think Black and Ricochet are going to be gone.
Well, they practically are anyway.
Yeah, so I think they're going to be gone completely now. I think there's one or two I think might get called up. So I think they'll just need to have a few guys in positions that to be pushed. Yeah. And plus, NXT recently released their new opening song, and like they released like the video to it showcasing all the stars. And Pete Dunne is in it a lot.
Fair enough.
So
I think Black and Ricochet are kind of like, remember Sami Zayn, was it 3 years ago, wrestled Nakamura? 2 or 3?
It was Dallas, so 32.
Yeah, so 3 years ago. Wrestled Nakamura, and everyone knew that this is, because he was up in the main roster too, because I think he wrestled in the ladder match the next night.
He did, yeah.
So it was like
he did.
It was like his last kind
big of
thing, so like, I think he's like that, or they're like that, they're kind of caught in between. And now this is officially going to be their swan song, and they're going to move up here.
Yeah, I know it will be. It's just weird that it's a tag match. But anyway, back to Dunne and Walter. I think Walter's winning new UK champion after. I'm not sure if he's on 700 days yet, but nearly 700 days.
Yeah, we met Walter.
We met him. Nice man. He is a very nice guy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and his hands. I shook his hands. And
big things. Big
as you can see with my broken fingers. Again.
Big skillets.
Scary. It was like I felt like a baby. I felt like a baby.
Never felt so insignificant.
I never felt so insecure.
So who are you taking?
I'm gonna take Walter too. I think this is.
Has to be now.
It has to be now.
And no one else feels credible. And literally up until this point, no one else has. Like even when it was Coffey or Gibson or Devlin, no one else felt like they felt right to take the title off him.
Yeah. I think the only other one you could do would be Tyler Bate.
Yeah, Bate. Bate, but then you're just flip flopping it. Yeah. So yeah, to me, unless they literally got like, I remember there was times where like Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano challenged for it.
Yeah, unless you're muddling the waters.
Yeah, and then you're what I want them to do is I want Walter to win. I want him to go over to NXT UK and just establish that brand and just have that title be on that brand and just build it up, because it is. Like it's in the same kind of case as 205 Live when 205 Live first started. It's just kind of waning a bit because people just aren't watching it.
Yeah.
But I think you just need to give people a reason to watch it, and having a guy like Walter, genuine special talent, would be huge. And I don't know, Pete Dunne might stay on UK, but I think they see him as a massive star. So
the only person that I could see maybe beating Pete Dunne is Ilya Dragunov. He's not even
potentially.
He's not even like officially signed, is he?
No, he is signed.
Oh, is he?
He's signed yet.
Oh well, he's the only one.
He's signed, but he hasn't even debuted yet. Like so, no, it won't happen tonight. Not a hope. Not a hope. I mean, he's literally. It's gonna be. Walter's gonna do it.
Yeah, hell of a way.
It would be, but nah.
Yeah, but like, okay, let's say Walter wins.
Yeah.
You could have Ilya Dragunov come in.
That'd be cool.
Just like Walter did.
That'd be cool. I'd be up for that. But
they're best friends.
Yeah, it's funny enough.
Like Walter was literally selling the merch when we were there.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
Just idea.
I think if that happens, then I think within the next 6 months we get NXT Germany gets announced or something.
Yeah.
Literally, because that do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the two biggest stars in German wrestling. So yeah, so Walter, new UK champ, number 5.
So we move on to the Fatal 4-Way, or as I like to call it, how do we take the title off Shayna Baszler
without pinning her for the NXT Women's title?
Who do you have here and why?
So it's Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane.
Yeah. It's a tough one to call.
Okay. So
I think are we both in agreement that Shayna Baszler is losing the title?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's getting called up.
She's not going to take the pin.
I think it's going to be. I think Bianca Belair is winning, because I think what might happen is. Okay, so like in the last takeover, we got Baszler, Belair, right, and everyone got like super behind Belair because we're like, holy shit, she actually looks like a credible threat to beat Baszler, and she didn't. But everyone was like. It was like her coming out party.
That was a great match.
Yeah, it was like her coming out party. Everyone was like, fuck it, she actually...
Sam Roberts ate his words.
He did, yeah.
If I remember correctly.
He did, yeah. So I was like, holy shit. So I think in this match... And the handy thing about Belair is she's kind of a tweener now. So she can go either or.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll put the belt back on Sane. I think Sane's time as well is coming to an end in NXT, I think.
And I fear for Sane.
I think Sane is taking the pin in this match, because I think what might happen is Shirai might hit the moonsault and then get tossed out, or either.
I always love that finish in a multi-man match.
Yeah, I think Shirai will hit the moonsault on Sane potentially.
Yeah,
and then Belair will either throw Shirai out or hit Shirai with her finisher, and then Belair will take up the pin, and. Then moving forward, we can have Shirai versus Belair as the feud over the women's title.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can call up Sane yet.
I fear for Kairi Sane when she comes up. I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Asuka is flailing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think.
I mean, you didn't know.
Very similar.
Yeah, you wouldn't know though. She's a pirate, like. That would sell a lot of merch.
Yeah, because Vince just loves pirates.
Well, you know, kids love pirates. You wouldn't know.
Well, like kids love Asuka.
Do they? Do they actually?
They had the mask.
I very rarely see kids wearing Asuka mask. Fucking.
When do kids like pirates?
Pirates of the Caribbean, man.
That was 10 years ago.
And not much has changed. Okay, it was $1 billion fucking franchise. They released one like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but it was shite, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it still made shitloads of money.
Yeah, but you know, like.
Yeah, but you know, like it's kids love pirates. Kids love pirates, okay? You get Johnny Depp in here for WrestleMania next year. I promise you. Get him to fucking escort Sane to the ring.
Oh, there's a pirate ship in the stadium.
Exactly, like she's going to be women's champion at WrestleMania next year. I promise you. Just for that alone.
It'd be pure Vince to not realise that they already have a pirate gimmick. And shit, they're like, we gotta make a pirate.
We need a pirate, and they make like fucking like I don't know, no way Jose a pirate or something.
He already shaved his head, you know, like he has the old.
No way Jose did.
Yeah,
I thought he had cornrows now.
Yeah, but he shaved the sides, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so he just
I know braided.
Yeah,
braided as well. That's the style now. But yeah. So I'm going Belair. I think it's her time. Yeah.
I don't know. I think either Io Shirai or Bianca Belair. If I have to pick one, I'm gonna go Belair because I think I don't know who's gonna make the company more money in years to come. I think it's gonna be Belair.
Yeah, I know, but like I wouldn't think that much into it with NXT.
With NXT, yeah.
You know, when you think of like the track record, like you know, so.
I think, but these takeovers are probably the ones that, like, especially WrestleMania weekend, are the ones that Vince probably is at and sees. So, like, you want to showcase, hey, Vince, this is what here we're doing. Here's our future stars.
See, the next takeover is happening by itself. It's happening. Yeah. It's happening. It's not happening on a pay-per-view weekend at all. It's just happening by itself.
Where?
I don't know. That I can't remember. I have a feeling Chicago. I have a feeling, but I could be wrong. But the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. Which, but I think the next that's obviously at the end of May or the
next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank.
Next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank.
They must have pushed that forward, did they?
They swapped that in Backlash.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Backlash is happening later on in the year.
Backlash makes no sense now.
I know. Yeah.
The term is like a Backlash of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I know. Unless they change it, but
yeah.
I think the next
Money in the Bank is next.
Money in the Bank is the 19th of May, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. See, they pushed it to Saudi Arabia shows up.
They did, yeah. Cancel it.
No, they need to get Hogan over, obviously.
Obviously, yeah. So yeah, I'm going Belair, new NXT Women's Champion.
I think so too. We're 3 from 3.
3 for 3 in agreement.
Coming on to what is likely to be the co-main event. Velveteen Dream takes on Matt Riddle
for the North American title.
I'm excited about this match.
This is gonna be a fun match.
It's like the two best bodies of NXT.
No.
Who do you think wins?
Matt Riddle.
You think?
I think they're going to put the belt on Riddle now. I think he's going to have. What I think is going to happen is I think he's going to have a very long reign. I think he's winning. I think he's winning because Velveteen Dream is just that guy who can afford to lose because he's just so charismatic. He just bounces back. So I think he can lose, and I think Riddle holds the belt for ages, and I think he just he has like a Pete Dunne-esque reign where he'll not 700 days, but like he'll just run through everyone who comes up against him, and eventually whoever NXT champion is, he's like, I want an NXT championship match. I've beaten everyone I have for this belt. And I think he'll vacate that belt, be like, I'm coming for the NXT title now, and I think he might lose that one and then move up. Is what might happen, but I mean obviously that is just 100% pure fantasy booking. But I think they're super high in him. He's super easy to get over. I mean, as his Dream. They both are. But yeah, I think Matt Riddle, I think he's a genuine bona fide star, and I'm less worried for him going up to the main roster than I am for Dream. So I think, like you said, if Vince is going to be watching this, I want to be showcasing Matt Riddle 100%, 1000%. So Matt Riddle, new North American champion.
I'm disagreeing. I'm going Velveteen Dream.
Okay.
I think Matt Riddle's going up after WrestleMania.
Okay.
I think with Fox coming around, I want the UFC stars. Matt Riddle is his name.
That's not till October though. So you could have but you could have him go till August at SummerSlam and then lose the SummerSlam weekend.
Could do that, but I'm just saying. I think Velveteen Dream has lost too many times on pay-per-view, and I know wins and losses are really.
I remember I checked his record on Takeover. I think he has like 2 wins and like 5 or 6 losses.
Yeah, and one of them was against Cassius-Ohno, and everyone.
No, he won that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone beats Cassius-Ohno.
Yeah,
but like
he has the worst record. Actually, no, Johnny Gargano has the worst record. Johnny Gargano is like, I think he's like 1-7 or like 2-7 at takeovers. He's got a terrible record for someone who calls himself Johnny Takeover. He's got a very bad record.
Johnny loser.
You know, yeah, basically. Like, yeah, I don't go on well.
So I think Velveteen Dream needs a win. I think the more you give him something to do in NXT, the less likely Vince will get his hands on it. So
just keep him in NXT forever.
Yeah, like at least for another 5 years until Vince packs up. But,
Are you joking? 5 years?
Nah.
He won't even be in his 80s. He'll still be working full time, running 2 companies.
He'll be playing in the XFL.
He probably fucking will.
But I will, if it happens tonight, if Matt Riddle...
I keep forgetting it's tonight.
If Matt Riddle beats Velveteen Dream tonight, I'm going to be very fearful.
Why?
Like, oh, fuck,
if Dream goes up? Nah, he won't.
Oh,
he's
really
no, because
you know he's going to get such a pop on Monday, and then
Riddle or Dream. Dream.
And then he'll be dancing with No Way Jose next week.
Nah. No, because I am worried for Dream going up. Don't get me wrong. I think everyone is.
Yeah.
But I think that he's genuinely so charismatic and so outspoken that he could have the Becky Lynch effect, where he's literally like his outbursts will just get him over.
Yeah.
I can see him I could genuinely see it in my head. Velveteen Dream being on a Raw and just saying whatever the fuck he wants and getting his mic cut. Like,
I'll propose an argument for you.
Go on.
That there's another person on the roster who is like that, who's like who says the fuck he wants, and that's Rusev, and that got him nowhere.
Yeah, but Rusev. But I pose this to you: Rusev wasn't born in the US of A. Velveteen Dream was born. Velveteen Dream.
What are you implying?
I'm implying that Vince hates foreigners. Well, guys, people with funny accents anyway.
Don't let him get his hands on Walter.
No, he won't. See, Walter was speaking German actually on NXT UK about the contract signing.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
Funny enough, but no, but like, I think like Velveteen Dream was born in the capital.
Yeah.
He is as American as they get.
Do you want to know a fun fact while we're on the topic?
Go on. But what? No, the capital? Oh, she's the first foreigner since WrestleMania 3 or something.
She's the second ever foreigner.
Yeah.
First since Andre.
Andre, yeah. First since Andre, I saw that.
2 years we've gone without having either a US or Canadian main event.
See, as well, it's the first time that 2 titles are being defended since WrestleMania 6 in the main event.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, no, I think Riddle's winning. I think Riddle's winning because Dream is just a guy. He's a spark plug. Like, I mean, you can literally just put him in anywhere.
Sparky plug, like
a sparky plug.
Like
Bob Holly.
Bob Holly.
No, but I'm saying like he can you can just insert him into the NXT title feud the next night or the next NXT.
Yeah, like you just don't know, but yeah.
And I feel like he's more. I mean, I don't know. I can see Riddle with the belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can just see Vince looking at Riddle going, my God.
Look at him.
Look at the velocity.
Do you think, here's a question for you. Do you think that Matt Riddle's prediction will come true and he will retire Brock Lesnar? Do you think he will be the one to do it? Because it will.
We're kind of running out of time.
I know, but it's got to happen eventually. It's like Brock, it came out today, or is it last night, that Brock signed a new short-term deal.
Yeah.
So, like,
he's just abusing that old man in Vince McMahon.
He is.
He's holding title and signing these short-term deals and constantly getting
leading him on. He's just leading him on. What was that analogy you called? He's like that. He's like an ex-girlfriend or something.
I gave an analogy.
It was so true as well. He was like that girl that you always text and always just leads you on, and then like.
No, it wasn't even that. It was something like. It was something to do with like. Oh, it was like Vince is like a sugar daddy who realized who's going out with like a 40-year-old and thinks that she's still like really good looking, but like there's more good looking girls there.
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't you just go with them? It's like no. Just keep pumping money in.
No, it makes sense. I mean, Brock is just leading Vince on. But it's really like, I mean, we'll talk about it more anyway when we're talking about WrestleMania, but it's gonna be really interesting what happens with Brock now, because like he's obviously just signed a new short-term deal.
Yeah.
I don't know when that short-term deal runs till, because obviously it's short-term.
Yeah. He's being advertised as part of
SmackDown, yeah. But that's not till October, and apparently the UFC have come out and said they're targeting Carmia Lesnar for August now. Yeah. But I mean, I still have no faith in that happening.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a weird.
It's a weird one. We'll talk about it more in the next podcast about when we talk about WrestleMania itself. But I would love if Matt Riddle retired him. That would be the best.
It'd be cool.
I wonder how Brock would take it. I wonder how Brock would feel about it. Probably cool, I say.
No, I'd like to see the match.
I would love to see the match.
Anyway, we're here to talk about
NXT.
So you're going.
I'm going Riddle. Riddle,
going
new North American champion. Yeah.
Cool. We'll move on to the main event of the evening.
Oh boy.
For the vacant NXT Championship. We have Adam Cole taking on Jonathan Gargano. Who do you have him away? 2
out of 3 falls. May I add, this match is going to be...
It's coming like Kenny in.
Bananas! BANANAS. Apparently, right, these guys have been wrestling on house shows, on NXT house shows, and people who have seen it are saying it is insane.
Yeah.
What they're doing. Like, they're literally getting like 15 to 20 minutes to do just a singles match, and they're saying it's insane. They're saying like this match is going to be, this could be the greatest NXT match of all time.
Yeah.
And
I have a theory for the ending of this match.
Okay.
I'll let you pick the winner first.
This, I think this for me is the hardest to predict, right? Because I feel, okay, I'm picking Adam Cole. I think Adam Cole is winning. I think he's going to be the new NXT champion. On the sole reason, the primary reason, is that it's not Tommaso Ciampa. So therefore, it just feels not as good.
That's my reasoning. That like Gargano should only win the title if he's beating
Ciampa. Yeah. If this was the match that we were originally going to get, it was going to be Ciampa and Gargano. Then I'd be picking Gargano.
Yeah.
I'd be picking Gargano.
And he probably would have won it.
Yeah. I think everyone is in agreement with that. But now I just feel like, look, I think Gargano is going up. I think Gargano is going to the main roster after this. Even though he is kind of Mr. NXT now.
Okay.
I think Gargano is going up now. I think he has to. You have to separate him because if like...
I think, yes, put him up. But I think if Ciampa comes back to NXT, then bring him back. I think that story isn't done.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could do that. That would be great. That would be really good. But I think Gargano he's done everything. He's done everything in NXT. Yeah. Everything. Babyface, heel, tweener, tag champ, North American champ, main eventer. Like he's done everything.
Bar win the NXT title.
Which is obviously the big thing here. Where you're like, could they just put it on him? But no, I think Adam Cole is there.
It won't feel the same.
No, I think the future of NXT for the next maybe year anyway, at least, is Adam Cole.
I'm going Adam Cole as well. I have a theory as to how it's going to happen.
Go ahead, Jep.
And
speak to me.
I'm gonna call back to WrestleMania 31 when Triple H wrestled Sting. And do you remember what happened in that match when you had all like DX
and NWO
coming in? So what happened in that match? DX came out and they had the schmaz and all over, but like you kind of forgot about one factor, which was like all DX had been done and all that, and the match continued on, and then like
Shawn Michaels.
Later on, Shawn Michaels popped up, and you forgot that he is another factor in DX as well.
Yeah.
So what I'm proposing is that you're gonna have that. You're gonna do earlier on. You're gonna do your part where the error get involved, get sent to the back or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's gonna be a bit like I think Candice is gonna be in and around ringside. And then what's gonna happen is that like towards the end of the match, Candice is there or whatever, and Marina Shafir comes in and attacks Candice, and it distracts Gargano.
Yeah.
And Cole will roll him up, and that'll be it or whatever. But I think we'll end the night with, especially because if Shayna Baszler is going up.
Yeah.
We'll end the night with Marina Shafir joining the Undisputed Era.
Yeah, that's been Meltzer was reporting that earlier, that there is talk of her joining, which would be cool, especially since Roderick Strong is there.
Yeah.
So it would be.
Yeah, that's the only kind of point.
Really, it'd be cool. It's also like it has been played with like a female member. They, like, do you remember when they first formed? They kind of they had Tenara Conti as like a one-time member, but yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be very interesting. I think it's very likely it could happen.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, right? You know what is playing out in my head? Like when this match first got announced, I was like, how is this going to go down? And I was like, it's 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, so let's go fall by fall. And I was like, in my head, Gargano was winning because I was like, okay, Gargano. So I was going to say like, Cole gets the first fall because UE interfere.
Yeah.
And UE cause him to cause like the distraction or whatever, or the referee's down and they attack him or whatever. And Cole gets the first fall. Then Gargano's fighting from behind, and Gargano gets the second fall from like a roll up or something, some classic technical wrestling.
Yeah.
And the third fall, he locks in the Gargano escape and makes him tap out. I was like, and in my head, that's how I played it out in my head. I was like, okay, so Gargano's winning, but I was like, no, he can't win. He's not Ciampa.
Yeah.
Can't happen. So I don't know how the falls are going to work. I don't know what's going to happen, because I think UE are 100% getting involved. That has to happen at one point. So that'll be one of the falls for Cole.
I think it's going to play out like that, and it looks as if
Like,
Gargano's going to do the comeback story.
The cool thing is Cole was like, remember like when they had the face-to-face promo, and it was one of the best promos, and they had the 10-minute dueling chant, and Cole was like, look, Triple H made this 2 out of 3 falls to make it decisive. I'm telling you now, it's going to be undisputed. And then the 3 guys walked up behind the ramp, and he was full on saying, look, I have these guys as well. They're going to be helping me. So it's certainly interesting. I think it's just going to be such a good match. It's going to be such a good match.
I'm looking forward to it.
And what's an interesting take is the winner of this match will become the first ever NXT Triple Crown champion.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Does Cole count?
He does, yeah, because he was technically an NXT Tag Team champion. When Fish got injured. He was stepping in, yeah, and
that was that night he did double duty.
Yeah,
last WrestleMania weekend, wasn't it?
I think. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah,
he pulled double duty and won, and we've a year of the North American Championship already. Doesn't it feel like that?
Year.
Still feels like a new title, like.
Does, yeah. I mean, it's we've only had 4 champions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going Cole. I think the future of NXT lies on him.
Triple H is somewhere crying because it's not
Ciampa Gargano. Yeah,
like,
I think
it would have been a year since they first wrestled.
It would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. And the thing is, I don't know what they would have done afterwards. I don't know what they would have done.
I think Ciampa would have went up
and left Gargano down there.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to separate them.
It's like Owens and Zayn.
So I think in a way it kind of works out for the best.
Yeah.
That I don't want to say it's good that Ciampa got injured, but I'm saying like
it still would have been a cool moment.
It would have been 100% a cool moment, and it would have been an amazing match, obviously.
Yeah. And to watch Gargano
finally win it, yeah.
And not even finally win it. It's finally beat Ciampa.
Just rid himself of it, yeah. Yeah, I know, it's such a shame. But I think in the long run it will pay off. I think this will be like a Game of Thrones thing where like we're going to be waiting like 8 seasons for. So I think it genuinely will pay off eventually. But for now, Adam Cole, bye-bye, is the future. I am so behind Adam Cole. He's one of my favourite wrestlers.
I could see him losing too and going up. I could see
it happening too. That's the thing. I could 100% see Gargano winning. I could see him just giving him his moment. But I think I'm so behind Adam Cole. I'm such an Adam Cole fan. I'm such an Undisputed Era fan. I think they're all good. Yeah. They're all so good at their job.
O'Reilly's already stealing WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, last night with Evolve, he wrestled at Evolve 125 for the Evolve Championship. I really thought he was going to win it.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to, and I was like, imagine if he won it and just brought it to NXT. It'd be such a showcase. Such a showcase for Evolve. And like, it was so funny because I was on NXT's Instagram story. He was like, I'm here at Evolve 125. I remember I wrestled the opening match at Evolve 1. I'm now main eventing Evolve 125. And he was like, wait, shock the system. That's my music. I have to go. And he like ran out. It was hilarious. And Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong showed up as well last night.
He also made the ring announcer call him the Michael Bublé. That doesn't even make sense.
Like, Kyle O'Reilly is fantastic. I love Kyle O'Reilly. I'd love to see eventually a split in UE with Kyle O'Reilly being like the Randy Orton.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the way Evolution split.
Yeah, and like if you remember from Ring of Honor. Like Cole and O'Reilly.
Yeah. They have unbelievable matches together. They have such great chemistry together. And like they used to be tag team partners as well in Ring of Honor. Like they probably are like really good friends. Yeah. They have to be. So I'd love to see that eventually, but I think there's more money to be made as a faction for now.
Yeah.
And I think if you can bring them up to the main roster now as a faction as well, eventually, then like you'll just establish them as one of the greatest factions ever.
Yeah.
So
will we leave
so Adam Cole, baby.
We leave NXT Takeover for now.
Yeah, we disagree on one.
We disagreed on one, yeah.
I mean, like that's kind of commonplace for NXT for Takeover.
5-6 matches. I feel like we probably disagree more on the next.
This one is going to be a lot harder.
I want to talk about first. I want to just briefly touch on the Hall of Fame, which is also happening. I know it's not your favorite event of the year.
Okay. Let me just clarify. Okay, I'm sure I've done this a few times, but let me just say it again to set the record straight. I like the idea of the Hall of Fame. I like legends being recognized as all-time greats and being immortalized in the WWE forever. What I don't like is a fucking 3-hour event of speeches. That annoys me. Like, I don't fucking watch the Oscars. I like the idea of it, and I like seeing who wins, but I don't fucking watch it. It's too long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, I love seeing who gets inducted. I love seeing who inducts people. But God, I can't listen to the 3 hours of speeches. I'll watch the highlights. I watched Kurt Angle's speech because that was cool. I watched that speech.
Probably one of the better speeches.
Like I'll probably watch the headline. Like I'll probably watch DX's speech. But other than that, I mean, I'm not going fucking watching Brutus Beefcake's speech. Like,
okay, I'm just gonna run through the Hall of Famers, and because we've only one announced inductor so far, which is Hulk Hogan.
The Hulkster.
Knock that announcement in on WWE's or NXT UK's channel.
Thing is, man, I don't
slip that in under the radar.
I don't care who, like, what he's done. Real American plays. I'm fucking American now. That's such a banger.
It is, but it's the first thing he's done in North America with WWE.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the reaction he gets.
See, they're able to do it in the Hall of Fame because there's less of a crowd there. So, like, it's all the wrestlers, and the wrestlers are going to be
They have to. Yeah. Pants to Titus O'Neil, just stone faced, just looking at him, shaking his head.
Am I lying, or did they do like a charity event a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, it was Be a Star.
Hulk Hogan and Titus O'Neil.
It was a Be a Star event, and two of the people there were Titus, who was literally one of the most charitable guys in the company, if not the most charitable guy. There's others, and Hogan as well. And everyone was just like, "Oh my god." WWE have no shame.
Okay, I'm gonna run through them quickly.
Okay.
Honky Tonk Man, who inducts him?
I don't know.
I have two, but one kind of eliminates the other. So
I was going to say Jimmy Hart, but he's going to be doing something later.
He's going to be
in the Hart Foundation.
I probably think it's going to be Jerry Lawler because they're cousins.
Are they cousins?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Jerry Lawler and Wayne Ferris are cousins, so like I'm assuming that's who it's going to be.
Probably, yeah.
Because they worked in Memphis together as well, so like that just makes sense. Tori Wilson, who inducts Tori Wilson?
Fucking, I don't know. Trish, I don't know. Beth Phoenix, I don't know. Who's available?
Stacy Keibler, I'm thinking, because they came over from WCW together.
Dawn Marie
actually could do it.
And they make out on the stage. Vince is there, do it. Yeah, Tori, you've such a nice body. Well, that's not Tori. That's not Vince.
Billy Kidman.
What?
Her ex-husband.
No.
What? I don't know. I'd probably be Stacy Keibler.
I don't know. I don't know.
Funaki, maybe.
Funaki?
Yeah, they had that
thing. That'd be... No, come on.
Billy Gunn?
Well, Billy Gunn.
Yeah, they teamed together for a while.
I don't know. Tori Wilson is one of those people who... She's on Coco Beware levels of Hall of Fame induction status.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Hart Foundation is going to be
Jimmy Hart. Or Natalia. It could be Natalia.
I think Natalia's going to accept it with Brett, even. Yeah,
actually, yeah, that's probably true.
Who else is getting inducted this year?
Harlem Heat.
Who's going to induct that? That's a strange one. Harlem Heat.
Bischoff.
Could be.
Bischoff?
I don't even think... I think they were there before Bischoff came in, though. I think he wasn't.
Mark Henry. He's good friends with Booker.
Could be.
And
I genuinely don't
I don't know either. It could be anyone.
know.
Or it could be like just, it could be a tag team. It could be anyone. I don't know. It could be anyone.
Yeah.
See if loads of people were giving that shit, actually, the Harlem Heat are going in. Because they were like, what's Stevie Ray done to get into the Hall of Fame? And everyone was like, he's a 10-time WCW tag team champion. People are just getting hooked up on the fact that Booker's going in twice now.
Yeah, but like, I think...
I don't mind. I'll get over it, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's no skin off my nose that the man's walking around with 2 rings. Like,
yeah.
matter.
Plus, he's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Come on now. Who doesn't love Booker T?
I don't know.
Triple H. But, see, actually, WWE announced a partnership with a new network thing. I can't remember the name, or some studio. It's like WWE Studios are now in partnership with, I can't remember the name of them.
Yeah.
But they're making 5 2-hour long documentaries about Stone Cold, The Rock, Booker T, 2 others. I can't remember. Bret Hart, I think, and one other guy.
Shawn Michaels, probably.
Potentially, yeah, Shawn Michaels. But I remember Booker and Stone Cold are definitely the one. I might be wrong with The Rock. Booker and Stone Cold, definitely. I'll have to check again. But yeah, it looks...
They already did a documentary with Booker T on the network.
This won't be on the network. This will be on TV. This will be on TV.
Fair enough. But they did one that was actually good enough, called Sentence to Greatness.
Yeah.
It was about him being in prison.
Prison, yeah.
No,
but yes, Harlem Heat are going in.
Who else? Is it just DX then after that? I feel like I'm forgetting.
I'm forgetting. I think we are.
Meatcake is in.
We know who's inducted. I'll check there though. But I think
there's I forget her name now, but the woman that's getting the.
Oh yeah.
Everyone from WWE is saying that like she probably deserves it more than anyone else on that stage.
Sue Aitchison.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Oh my God. Listen, do you want to know who's getting the Legacy Awards?
Who?
Okay. Right. Jim Barnett. Don't know who that is, right?
Jim Barnett, I know who Jim Barnett. He was a.
I'll build up to the one that you're going to find the funniest.
Okay, Jim Barnett was he was a promoter back in the day.
Okay.
There was stories about Jim Barnett. I don't know if you've ever heard him. So allegedly Jim Barnett was gay, and he used to only like push people that would do sexual favors for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
like
the reason he's not getting inducted properly.
Okay. Fair enough.
Allegedly.
Buddy Rose.
Yeah.
Hisashi Shinma. Don't know.
Okay.
Joseph Cohen.
Okay.
Primo Carnera.
I thought you meant like Primo on Epic.
No,
they're just WWE Hall of Famers now.
No, Primo Carnera was an Italian professional boxer.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Professor Toro Tanaka.
Okay.
Who's that? I don't know. An old-timey guy. S.D. Jones.
Special Delivery Jones is going in.
Yeah.
Yes!
No, that's not even the best one.
Oh, I love Special Delivery Jones.
Luna Vachon.
Yeah, I'd argue that she should be inducted
herself.
Anyway,
Yeah, I would too.
I see there was a lot of controversy about her as well.
Yeah.
She beat shit out of Sable. Poor girl.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
The headliner legacy, right? Because I'm skipping one. I'm skipping the funniest one.
All right.
The headliner legacy is Bruiser Brody.
He should be inducted.
Yeah, but
he should be inducted.
Yeah, but
I know they don't want to do it because of his death.
Yeah.
The whole thing of like, do you want to bring up a mass or
a murder? Yeah.
Like, but, there's actually a Vice documentary about that just came out recently.
Was there?
It's a 5-part series. It's called The Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
And there's 5 different stories. But the first one is about Bruiser Brody's death.
Yeah.
I look good. I haven't watched it ever.
No, I love Bruiser Brody. So I wish he went in by himself, but
yeah. But obviously I understand.
Well, yeah. What can you do? And the other legacy award that I'm skipping, Wahoo McDaniel.
Yes! You know Vince is there. He's like, whatever family member of Wahoo's that's like coming, he's definitely been standing there like a football. He's like,
sign this, please.
Sign this. God damn.
Wahoo McDaniel as a legacy award is going to headline the Hall of Fame this year.
People don't know why we're laughing. Vince McMahon's favourite American footballer is Wahoo McDaniel.
When did he fucking play?
The 60s.
Hold on. Wahoo McDaniel was a was a Choctaw Chickasaw Native American who achieved fame as a professional American football player and later as a professional wrestler. He is notable for having held the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship 5 times. McDaniel was a major star in prominent National Wrestling Alliance affiliated promotions such as Championship Wrestling from Florida, Georgia Championship Wrestling, NWA Big Time Wrestling, and Jim Crockett Promotions. So that's his wrestling background. But yeah, Wahoo McDaniel is going in. He was a linebacker and a guard. Played in the AFL. So yeah, he played
for the NFL.
Yeah, 8 years. He played from 1960 to 1968. So yeah.
But the funny thing is that like the story is that Vince actually doesn't know much about football. He's starting a league.
Yeah,
and
that's so funny.
And when they asked him what his favorite footballer was during when the lead up to the original launch of the XFL,
Wahoo
he said
McDaniel.
Wahoo McDaniel.
Wahoo McDaniel. So yeah, Wahoo McDaniel, and of course, yeah, Bruiser Brody going in as the headliner. Warrior Award going to Sue Atchison, I think.
Well, I've heard a lot of stories of her. She's one of the longest employees.
Yeah, from what I can gather, she's universally loved backstage.
But, yeah, everywhere. Cody Rhodes tweeted about it, saying that she deserves it more than anyone.
I think this is the first time that the Warrior Award is going to someone that it was actually designed for.
Yeah, and that's what I like. Like, Ultimate Warrior's whole thing was that, it has to go to someone who's worked in WWE for a long time.
Yeah, like the people who don't get recognized.
So like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like seeing like all those guys, all those like that kid last year was the highlight from the Hall of Fame for me.
Yeah, he was good.
But when he called out John Cena, but
obviously like since then, like the first time it happened, obviously it was Conor McCulloch.
Yeah, I mean, and that is literally that would bring a tear to a glass eye.
So like you can't criticize.
I'm not criticizing it at all.
But, I do think like it is good that they're recognizing the people that like, especially for someone who's worked in the company for 35 years, like, and you're coming up to the 35th anniversary of Wrestlemania. She was there when it all began.
Yeah.
So like you have to admire that. But like people have just told personal stories. Like Jericho on his podcast said that when he got engaged to his wife, it was Susan who held the ring while he met with his wife and came over. Just small stories like that.
She's just that girl. She's just like that woman who everyone like thinks as like the mother of the company or something.
Like the mother of wrestling.
Yeah, So everyone is like, she's just that woman that everyone loves.
Yeah, so that's
every workplace has one.
Yeah.
But so Sue Atchison, then of course Heart Foundation, Harlem Heat, Bruce Barber Beefcake, Tori Wilson, Honky Tonk Man, and D-Generation X, the headliner.
Yeah.
Who inducts DX?
Who inducts DX?
Being represented by Triple H, Shawn Michaels, X-Pac, Billy Gunn, Raw Dog, and China Post. I don't know how to say it. Post. She's not going to be there, obviously.
Yeah.
She sadly passed away, so she will be remembered in spirit.
There's a lot of people. You could say Kane, maybe.
Kane.
Yeah, he was an honorary member of DX for a while.
Was he? I know. Yeah, I remember. Pac. Yeah.
You got
Vince. Vince is the obvious one for me.
You could go the NWO.
Like that's like a lot, like that's something that people forget a lot. Like that they never actually properly feuded.
I know, but like it's just that I think without the NWO.
So what? So you're saying Hogan's going to induct 2 people?
Ah, yeah. No, he's not. It'd be funny if he came out in red and yellow for blue.
Black and white, Hollywood Hogan. But I see Vince and Shane doing it.
Shane could do it.
Yeah.
I could definitely see Shane do it.
Yeah.
Stephanie could do it.
Yeah, I see Stephanie doing it.
Any of the McMahons.
Yeah. Basically, like I mean, that was DX's whole prerogative. That was DX's whole prerogative. Like
Warrior had Linda McMahon inducted.
Yeah, strange. I mean, there's always one random one. I mean, this could be just some random one. Undertaker just comes back.
Who inducted the Dudleys last year?
I can't remember. I'll check.
Was it the Hardys?
It was Edge and Christian.
It was, yeah. And the Hardys went up on stage during the speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Like
and that's actually one people everyone was shouting for this year. Christian. They're saying he should have gone in this year.
Yeah,
I don't know why,
he
but
deserves to win.
hopefully soon. Next year, maybe.
He's still young, like.
I mean, yeah, he's like a fucking...
Yeah.
Okay, he's only in his 40s, like.
I'd like to see Vader go in soon.
I thought he went in.
No. He inducted Stan Hansen a couple of years back, but he never
I keep thinking he's in.
And it's really sad because he was always advocating for him.
Yeah, he really wanted to go in.
Yeah, like not everyone pushes to go to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. So you might as well just put the guys who ask. You know, like
yeah.
before they die.
There's so many people who like want to go in and they never do.
Or they die before they can.
Before they get to do it. Yeah.
Sad. But
Owen Hart's always the obvious one that like everyone wants to go in, but like there's.
I know you're gonna blow because a lot of people were saying could he have gone in with the Hart Foundation and you kind of blew that now.
And in fairness, right? Like obviously it's two different iterations. This is the Hart Foundation, the team of Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, and there's the faction that includes Pillman, Bulldog, and Owen.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying like when you think about it, like the Hart Foundation, the tag team ran for like 6 years, and the faction ran for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But
so
still, like,
it's not really a Hall of Fame worthy thing. But I mean,
it would just been a way to get Owen in. But apparently,
100%.
Apparently, from what I heard from what X-Pac said in his podcast, that it was the original plan was to put the entire of the Hart Foundation in.
All 5 of them.
Then Owen's wife wouldn't.
Yeah, it's her thing. That's why it's not. That's why he hasn't gone in. She has an issue with it. So.
But then you have the likes of like Bret Hart saying that he should be in, and that like his brother saying that like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I want him to go in.
But,
come on, like I'm sure, like it wasn't going to be his fault. It was an accident.
Yeah, it could have happened.
It could have happened to anyone, and it could have happened anywhere. It just so happened to be on WWE's watch. Like
that's a conversation for a different day, but like
it is. Yeah, I mean, it's just touchy subject. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously Owen deserves to go in. I think he will eventually.
Eventually, he will. Yeah,
I think he will. But
I think there's no one. I genuinely believe that there's no one that has had a falling out with WWE that will not eventually make up with them.
Well, like,
in some form or another.
The Honky Tonk Man here. He was a guy that for years said he would never ever go in.
Never mind Honky Tonk Man. I know he said a lot of shit. Fucking Jeff Jarrett winning last year.
Yeah.
That's fucking... Come on.
And now he's working for the company.
Yeah, he's a producer now.
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard pulled out a gun on a writer.
Exactly.
And it was the Hall of Fame that he came back last year as well.
Yeah.
Remember they announced the show during the Hall of Fame.
I am so 100% sure that CM Punk will be in the Hall of Fame someday. 1000% he will be. But
do you think he turns up this weekend?
Don't, man.
He was the guy to attack Elias.
Imagine. I actually thought about that.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I actually thought about that. Like, imagine.
I think it's going to be Honky Tonk Man.
It could be. It's between like 3 people. It's between Honky Tonk Man, Elias. Honky Tonk Man.
It's going to be like Kane.
It's between
two Undertakers.
It's between Honky Tonk Man, John Cena, and the Undertaker, and The Rock. 4 people.
Right.
Sorry about that. There's a phone call. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, I said it was either going to be Honky Tonk Man, Undertaker, Cena, or The Rock. Probably Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man's my favourite to win it, or to be the one.
Could be Austin.
Maybe, yeah. Could be anyone really. Could be any.
We haven't heard of Stone Cold in a while.
It could be DX. It could be genuinely anyone.
Yeah, like Stone Cold's kind of gone like kind of radio silent in the last fucking few months.
Yeah,
He just keeps playing reruns of his podcast. You know that?
Reruns.
You know, like it's like, he calls it like Steve Austin Show Classic. So it's all like episodes from like 2013 that he's replaying.
Oh, Joe, it could be Ambrose.
Nah, they're not gonna put him on it.
Just give him one last thing to do.
They might put him in the battle royal and dump him out of nowhere.
Nah, he won't do that. I think he won't. If he's not gonna be there. Let's face it, he's not gonna be there.
I think he's gonna be backstage.
Oh yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there, but he just won't be there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Fair enough. We move on to
G1 Supercard.
Oh, they should get
Tony Chimel.
in. So what way do you want to take this?
Take it in order. Pre-show down to the main event.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Right. First match.
First match is a 6-woman tag match. Out of the 6 women,
I know.
one of them have a Wikipedia page, which that sounds great.
I know, and that's the only one I know. It's Kagetsu.
Yeah.
It's Kagetsu, Jenny Rose, and Hazuki versus Hana Kimura, Stella Gray, and Sumi Sakai.
I only know Sumi Sakai here, so
I do too. So I'm going that. I'm going that team. I'm going that team.
Move on to the Honor Rumble.
There's currently 11 men announced for it.
Yeah, it's down here.
Yeah.
Kenny King, PJ Black, Beer City Bruiser, Brian
Malonis,
Cheeseburger, Tracy Williams, Jonathan Gresham, Rhett Titus, LSG, and Shaheem Ali.
Yeah, and Jushin Thunder Liger.
Is Liger announced as well? Oh, there he is up top.
Yeah, Jushin Thunder Liger was the first announced.
I didn't see it's all the way they all in red. Oh, they're all
Ring of Honor. Yeah, and he's New Japan. He's the only New Japan guy announced for some reason.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this one's a hard one to call, simply because we were missing the majority of them.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to pick from this list, aren't we?
A lot of people are picking Kenny King because he just signed an extension with his Ring of Honor contract.
Fair enough.
A lot of people are picking him. I don't know. It could be anyone. I don't want to pick someone who's not there.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick Liger.
Yeah.
Because he's retiring at the end of the year. He wrestles less and less in the States anyway.
Yeah.
So this could be a swan song in the States. So why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Liger too. Why not? Literally, just give him something to do. I mean, he's retiring in less than a year, so yeah. Jushin Thunder Liger to win the Honor Rumble, which I'm looking forward to. That should be fun. Come on.
Yeah, should be fun to watch.
No, let's get on to the main card with all the big boys.
Okay, so Never Openweight title versus Ring of Honor title. Champion versus champion.
Not the Ring of Honor title, are you for real?
Ring of Honor TV title. Champion versus champion. Winner takes all. Will Ospreay versus Jeff Cobb. Who do you have and why?
Okay, so when I was running this down in my head, I was like, who am I picking? It was like, who am I picking to appear more for the other company?
Yeah.
And I really don't know, because both these guys appear for both companies kind of equal amounts.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb is super over in Japan. Yeah. Super over in Japan. So he could do it. But I'm going to go Will Ospreay to win, because he recently started a feud with Taichi over the Never Openweight belt. I feel like they wouldn't do that unless they were going to follow through with it. So I think he's going to feud with Taichi over that for a while till the next show. And I think they'll give him. He actually is a former TV champion in Ring of Honor, but he only held the title for 2 days. He currently has the shortest reign ever. So I think they might just give him another reign just to.
Yeah.
And plus, Jeff Cobb's been champion for a while. A lot of people saying if he loses tomorrow night, then he'll be freed up to go for the world title, because he's Jeff Cobb's class. Jeff Cobb's really good. So yeah, and plus we've seen and the argument people are making is, well, we've already seen Ospreay pin him in a tag match. So they're saying, like, is it just kind of a bit much if he pins him again? But I don't know. I think it'll be a really good way to open the card. I think it'll be.
Do you think this opens?
I think this is the order of the card. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Ospreay. Yeah, to retain his openweight title and to become the new TV champion in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, like, the story of this, we forgot to add as well, is this is being held at Madison Square Garden, WWE's quintessential home for 50 years, and now this is the first wrestling show, non-WWE wrestling show in years. Mm. So this is a
genuine decades, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a pretty historic night. Move on to the second match.
You didn't pick anyone.
Oh, I didn't pick one. Sorry. I'm going to go Ospreay, because I think he's just won the Never Openweight title. They have the push.
Yeah, I think they're just going to push him now.
Yeah.
I think he'll hold it up until around G1 time.
Yeah, and then he'll lose it. I think he might lose it.
He might defend it on the final.
Yeah. And
then lose it there. But yeah, I think they're just using him to establish it You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just can't. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Jeff Cobb won, but I just think he's been TV champion for a while now. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going Ospreay. Ospreay definitely.
Yeah. Move on to the second match of the main card. Rush takes on Dalton Castle in a singles match.
Yeah, interesting one. Rush, obviously the leader of Los Ingobernables, the original faction.
Yeah.
So I will be very. I won't. Well, how much did I say?
You won't be surprised. Or?
No, I want there to be a moment in this card where Rush and Tetsuya Naito have an interaction.
Okay.
I want that to happen. Just you know, for the smark in me. But he's on the card. He's on the card later on. But I want there to be like a backstage thing where they did tranquilos or something.
Okay.
That'd be cool. But anyway, Rush versus Dalton Castle. Rush is obviously very new to the company, just signed with them. I think this is going to be his big coming out party. And I think he wins. I think he's beaten Dalton Castle and establishing himself as another guy who is a potential main event player in, like, he's super over in like CMLL and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, he's one of the top guys in Mexico. So I think he'll be established here, beating a former world champion in Dalton Castle. So yeah, I'm going Rush, or Roosh as he's also called.
I'm going to go Rush as well, or Roosh. Because obviously, like you said, he's a new commodity. Big name for him to be wrestling and a former world champion in Dalton Castle.
And it was Castle who called him out as well.
So, you know, it'd be a great way to get him over and not have him lose early on, you know. So we'll move on to the next match of the card. It's the women's Ring of Honor title, the Women of Honor Championship. Mayu, do you want to go off this like that?
Mayu Iwatani.
There you go. We'll take on Kelly Klein. Kelly Klein is someone that I've always been very high on.
Yeah.
Ever since the original tournament. I think she's a really, really good heel.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just attracts heat. I think, I think she's very good.
Yeah. I mean, this is a really interesting one because I think
Kelly Klein held the title.
She did. She's a former champion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's why it's interesting, because she lost it very quickly. She lost the title like after only like a month and a half to Iwatani. And that's the thing, Iwatani's only been champion for like basically the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I don't know what they're going to do, if they're just going to flip it back to Klein or what. I am picking Klein. I'm going to pick Killer Klein.
Oh, she should be Killer Kelly Klein. Oh no. No, I realise now you can't do that.
No, I'm gonna pick Kelly Klein to become the first ever 2-time Women of Honor champion, Women of Honor World Champion, as it's now called. So yeah, I'm gonna go Klein. I think she's more marketable, I think, than Iwatani. I mean, Iwatani's great, and she's a huge star in Stardom and stuff. But I just think on the show like this, I think give the moment to Klein.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kelly Klein too. I don't know. This is a pick 'em as well.
Especially the fact that like Iwatani's reign has been so short.
Yeah.
That like you don't know, but yeah, Klein for me.
Yeah. We'll move on. We'll go to the New York City street fight between Bully Ray and Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
Now, this was originally Bully Ray and CM Punk, apparently. No, what happened was Billy Ray cut a promo, and in the promo said, "Oh, I'm coming for you, Punk."
Yeah.
But he's
I know.
saying it as
I'll
like,
see you. He goes, "I'll see you at MSG, Punk," and then everyone was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, he's wrestling CM Punk. No, he's never wrestled. He's never down to wrestle CM Punk.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah.
It should have been Minoru.
That would have been a good show. That would have been class.
No, we have
Juice Robinson.
Juice Robinson. Is this for the US title?
No, non-title match.
See, that's strange.
Yeah, you think they'd showcase, like, he'll be bringing the belt out.
But it's their US title.
Yeah, I know.
They're in the US.
It might get made for it on the night.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay, who'd you have him with?
Juice Robinson, because he's the US champion.
And Juice needs a win as well.
Yeah, well, he beat Chase Owens recently enough.
But he needs a credible.
But that was
that's nothing against Chase Owens.
No, but even at that was such a tainted victory.
Yeah.
There was so many. Well, like he overcame a lot of odds, but yeah, big win over Bully Ray in a street fight. I mean, I think it'll be a fun match, and like storylines, it makes sense because Juice Robinson has obviously started this new faction, Lifeblood, in Ring of Honor, where they're like, we want to bring the honor back into Ring of Honor, and people like Bully Ray have been like, you know, making a mockery of this company and stuff. So yeah, I can totally see it happening.
It's gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm interested to see what Juice wears.
Yeah.
In a street fight, what does he wear?
I have Juice here as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's the US champion. He's gonna be bringing the belt with him.
Wouldn't surprise me if we see an appearance of Flip in this match.
Yeah, maybe he'd probably be in the Honor Rumble.
Yeah,
he could win that too.
Yeah.
He's good in battle royales.
Yeah, he has like a 1-1 record.
That's all they need.
So we'll move on to the trio A match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Taiji Ishimori versus Dragon Lee versus Bandito.
I'm looking forward to this one.
My brain is going to explode.
I look forward to this one.
This is going to be a really, really flippy match.
This could steal the show. This genuinely could steal the show.
Still a weekend.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Like,
and that's saying something.
Like Dragon Lee and Bandito. Like Bandito is everyone's favourite thing right now.
Yeah.
Like he is like everyone is super over with Bandito. Dragon Lee is outstanding. What's scary about Dragon Lee is he's 24. That is insane. That is so scary. It's guys in masks just defy age because you just can't see how old they are. And Ishimori is obviously like he's just super hot right now. He's
Who
on
was it that Ishimori wrestled at Wrestle?
Kushida.
Kushida.
Like Ishimori is just on a tear right now. Beat Kushida in Kushida's last marquee New Japan match.
Yeah.
Made Jushin Liger tap out.
God, he's
a free agent. What?
Forgot about that.
Yeah. He's not signing.
It is WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, he's not signing with anyone.
Imagine if he turned up in the armbar.
It'd be cool, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but it'd be cool. But no, I mean, he's
probably thinking to Jerry.
Yeah, I know. He's like, what?
Spit the green, Mister.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, we could be in for a crowd spot there. I say.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, he's not. No, it hasn't been announced at all who he signed with yet, or if he signed with anyone
it's
yet.
Heavily rumored that it was
is NXT.
Has he been wrestling?
No, his last match was in like February, I think, and he hasn't wrestled since. But yeah, so Ishimori, Dragon Lee, Bandito. Tough one to call. I'm gonna go Ishimori to retain because I have a theory.
Okay.
I have a theory, right? So my theory is Ishimori retains here. Fair enough. I think next up we have coming up soon Best of the Super Juniors. So that's coming up within the next month starting. So that's the next big tournament in New Japan. I think Shingo Takagi wins it. Just because he's not a junior. And I think he's just going to heavyweight his way through the tournament. So I think at Dominion we get Ishimori versus Takagi. I think Takagi wins. Takagi becomes junior heavyweight champion. And then I think Takahashi comes back from injury at Dominion and confronts the newest member of LIJ, his quote-unquote replacement.
Yeah.
And is like, you have my belt. You're not even a junior.
Yeah.
And I think we might get...
Could see it.
I think we'll get Takagi versus Takahashi at the next event, and I think Takahashi wins it then. But a lot of people are saying as well he could return here, because I think he is cleared. I think he's fit.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I think he is fit.
That's good.
So a lot of people are saying that he could. I think a lot of people are saying he might return in the post-match antics.
Yeah.
To face whoever wins this.
Yeah, good. That'd be cool.
But I think Ishimori is winning. I can't. It's definitely not Bandito. Bandito's not going to win this.
I think you're probably better off leaving the return of Takahashi in front of a Japanese audience than.
Well, I don't know, because like he's loved everywhere. Like he's super.
I know that, but like
it'd be so funny if he came out with like a neck brace or something funny, something quirky. But yeah, no, I'm going Ishimori to retain.
Yeah, I think Ishimori is retaining too. Same reasons really. We've pretty much been matching ever since.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I've seen people saying like it could be Dragon Lee, and then Takahashi comes out and confronts him, the man who injured him.
Could be that.
Yeah, but I doubt it. I think Ishimori.
Yeah. We move on. I was just thinking here, right? Aren't they reviewing the partnership between Ring of Honor and New Japan after this?
Yeah.
So why Why are you unifying all the belts, guys? This seems like a very bad business idea. if they tend to split, if they go to split, like
I think it's a way to broker a way into like keeping the deal potentially. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I actually
not on your arse here, like.
I actually didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, now that you point it out,
Yeah.
quite silly.
The reason I say that is because next up is the IWGP Tag Team and ROH World Tag Team Championship match, winner take all.
4-way match as well.
4-way match, yes. The IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Gorillas of Destiny, take on Villain Enterprises of PCO, Brody King. PCO wrestled at WrestleMania 10. I might add.
25 years ago.
Los Ingobernables de Japan, Evil and Sonata, and the Briscoe brothers, the Ring of Honor tag team.
No, they're not the Ring of Honor tag team
Who's
champions.
fucking the Ring of Honor tag team?
Villain Enterprises.
Are they?
They won it there at the last pay-per-view, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Tune in.
There's so much wrestling. Jerry Briscoe and Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have them white?
This one's hard. This one's really hard. Because again, I'm trying to use the same logic. Like, who's likely to appear for both companies more? Like... And what's harder again is God and Villain Enterprises just won their belts.
Yeah.
Like, just won them. Like, Villain Enterprises...
One of them has to lose it.
Like, Villain Enterprises lost... Like, literally won their belt a month ago.
Yeah.
Like, that is... I think less than a month ago. So, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be LIJ. Because I think Evil and Sonata are in store for... Especially Sonata in store for a singles push. Of some description.
Yeah.
Some description. I don't know. I'm going to go the Briscoes. I'm going to go the Briscoes. Because...
Big call.
Yeah, it is.
It would be huge for the Briscoes.
That's what I'm saying. They're company men.
Yeah.
Give them this big win. And I think like they are former IWGP Tag Team Champions. They do appear in Japan every so often. So I think, yeah, let them appear in Japan for like a while. And yeah, I mean, it's just hard to call with, especially with Villain Enterprises just winning. Like God lose the belts all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be LIJ. I just don't think it's going to be that. I can't see Villain Enterprises turning up in New Japan.
You know what I worry? Because Ring of Honor have had some questionable business decisions in the last couple of months. It's a pure Ring of Honor thing to like just let the Japanese wrestlers win all their belts to keep this thing going.
Yeah.
And then get shafted.
I can see I can see God doing it. I can see God doing it as well. But I'm gonna go the Briscoes.
I'm gonna go God just for that reason. But I'd love to see Villain Enterprise win it because I think PCO would be so over in Japan.
Yeah, he probably would. Yeah.
He
probably would.
They would love him out there.
That's true. Yeah.
So
probably would. So is it, yeah, but I'm going Briscoes. Why not?
Fair enough. We'll move on.
Is that the first one we differ on?
Bar the Battle Royals, I think.
No, we agreed on the Battle Royal. Both said Liger.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Fucking hell.
We're being really cordial.
Yeah.
So we move on to the ninth match of the evening for the British Heavyweight
Rev Pro.
It's the Rev Pro Championship.
That's what it's called.
Rev Pro British Heavyweight.
The British Heavyweight Championship, yeah. The RPW.
Zack Sabre Jr. champion takes on Hiroshi Tanahashi. What a spot for Rev Pro to be in. That's
literally, I would say, yeah. Isn't it amazing for Rev Pro?
Yeah,
Square Garden. I promise you, Ring of Honor are so jealous of Rev Pro. They're like, why can't we have a relationship like them?
Yeah.
They have such a good relationship in New Japan. Like, their title has been showcased at Wrestle Kingdom at one of the biggest non-WWE events of the year in Wrestle Kingdom at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
And now at Madison Square Garden. This is huge. And against Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yeah. Yeah, like
arguably the biggest Japanese star ever.
I have a theory on this match.
Okay, I'll let you go first because you're...
My theory on this match is that it's not actually going to happen.
Okay, strange. Go on and explain.
I think Tanahashi will be attacked down the entrance ramp by none other than Chris Jericho.
Jericho?
I think Jericho already said that his AEW contract allows him to work in New Japan. I think this is the biggest show in America. You're arguably New Japan still their biggest American star. Well, like North American star is Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Makes sense to have him on the card. I think it's pure Jericho to turn up in Madison Square Garden on the weekend that like he's not expected.
Okay, that's interesting.
It plays into him feuding with Cody on numerous YouTube channels because Cody's like, you're not. Cody could turn around and be like, you're not contracted to work.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm a pariah.
So I think I think there's a lot of people on the list. There's only few people that Jericho should work with on this card. I think one of them is Kazuchika Okada, but I don't think they're going to do it in the main event. So Hiroshi Tanahashi makes sense because, like, granted it's a big night for Rev Pro, but like it's probably the least prestigious title on the card. It's a match you could do without if you wanted to have a match.
Yeah, I was surprised when this match was announced, to be honest.
So I think Chris Jericho is going to attack Hiroshi Tanahashi down the ramp.
Okay, and is that your official prediction?
That's my official prediction.
So it's going to be a non-match.
This will be a no contest.
Okay, it's an interesting prediction.
And it opens up because when he attacked Evil, who was he supposed to wrestle?
Zack Sabre Jr.
It sets up Zack Sabre Jr. and Chris Jericho down the line as well, because Zack Sabre Jr. did a promo after that match saying, Chris, do not get in my way.
Yeah, and what's interesting about this is Zack Sabre Jr. actually, the champion, issued the challenge to Tanahashi because he's like, I can beat you, because he was so frustrated that Tanahashi beat him in the New Japan Cup.
What a way to start the feud as well if Zack Sabre Jr. is like, you ruined my Madison Square Garden moment.
Yeah, be good.
So, opens up a lot of doors if you do it.
That would be such a heel versus heel match too, and it'd be really good.
Yeah.
That's definitely an interesting theory. Bold prediction.
He's not on tour with Fozzy. Not on tour with Fozzy.
They signed with Sony, actually. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And he said on his podcast, he said, I'll be watching it at home. I don't believe one word of that, Chris.
I don't believe anything you say. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm not bold enough to predict a non-finish, so it'll be huge. No, it'll be huge. And it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna predict a bold finish. I actually really don't know who's gonna win this one. If it happens. I'm gonna go.
If I had to pick a winner, I'd go Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Zack Sabre Jr. because I can't see Tanahashi in this stage of his career going over to the UK for a while.
Can't see him just traveling.
Like, I know that like the appeal is you put it on Tanahashi and like the big star showcases the belt, but I can't see it happening. So
yeah.
I think
unless he wrestled once.
Unless it's literally like
the Pack or something.
Yeah, maybe that'd be class, but. Nah, I'm gonna go with the safe option and go Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah,
just to retain.
We'll move on. To
the Intercontinental title?
New Japan's co-main event of the evening.
Yeah.
Tatsuya Naito, the Intercontinental Champion, IWGP Intercontinental Champion, might I add, taking on Kota Ibushi. Who do you have in mind?
I'm scared. I'm scared for this one. Because every time these guys wrestle, they nearly die.
Yeah.
Nearly die.
It was them, wasn't it, when they did the tombstone off the top rope? It was Tanahashi or it was
Naito and Ibushi, yeah. And it wasn't a tombstone, it was just a proper pile driver from the second rope, I think. What they do is they literally just go for their necks. They're like two fucking lions fighting or something. Joe, and they just go for the neck. This is a really hard one to predict because Naito has set up a storyline for himself where he's like, I want to be the first person to hold the IC and heavyweight titles. So that's a storyline to be made, like, in the making. Where Ibushi has committed himself to New Japan, so I know they're going to do something huge with them. They have to. Because, like, you have arguably one of the top 3, in my head, best wrestlers in the world, and you're not going to fucking do anything with them. So I really don't know. I'm going to go Ibushi. I'm going to go Ibushi to become the new IC champion, because it's another thing as well that Ibushi has said, like he holds two of the greatest IC champions in such high regard, being Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiroshi Tanahashi. So he's like, I hate the way Naito disrespects that belt, because two of my personal heroes held that belt with such prestige. So in my opinion, I'm going wait, we got another phone call.
The goddamn wrong number.
Yeah.
God, does he not know it's WrestleMania weekend?
God.
Yeah, buddy. I should have let it play.
Yeah, you should probably. Yeah, probably.
Some pliers don't know how much of an idiot he is. Stupid idiot.
So anyway, I'm going to Ibushi because I just think this will be the start of his mega push.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ibushi for me.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ibushi as well. I think, like you said, I think you're better off having someone who respects the belt as your champion. So, and Ibushi is full time now. So.
Like, that's the thing with Naito is it's an ironic relationship, because like he hates the belt, but it keeps finding his way back to him.
Yeah,
he keeps winning it.
Like Arya and the Helmet.
Yeah. So I'm going to Ibushi.
Yeah. So we'll move on to
and again, another match that could steal the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We'll move on to the Ring of Honor's main event of the night. 3-way ladder match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Just Jay Lethal, the champion, taking on Marty Scurll versus Matt Taven. I think this match comes down to Marty Scurll's contract situation.
Yeah, it does.
When's his contract up?
No one knows.
Yeah.
It's apparently it's soon.
So he is not winning.
You see, originally this was a singles match. This was originally Lethal Scurll, and I was going Scurll. I was like, give him the belt just for a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it could be a way to sweeten the deal and hopefully make him resign.
Yeah, but if you're Ring of Honor again to put the title on him and leave.
No, I'm going Matt Taven. I think Matt Taven's winning. I think it's finally Matt Taven's time.
I think he was added in because they realised
well, I think they're desperately trying to establish him as the new, not face of Ring of Honor, but like the new top dog.
Yeah.
Because Jay Lethal's been there for so long. He's been Mr. Ring of Honor for years. And yeah, I think Taven's winning. He has the numbers advantage as well with the Kingdom. So yeah, I think Taven's finally going to win. He's finally going to get his moment and be crowned Ring of Honor World Champ.
Yeah.
After parading around for months as the real champ with the fake purple belt. So yeah, I'm going to Taven because you can't be safe with Scurll.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Lethal's been champion for a while now as well, and I know Ring of Honor love long title reigns, but
and I like I look forward to seeing Lethal get his moment as well. I think this is a big moment for him. A guy who's wrestled everywhere bar WWE finally gets his big moment at
MSG.
Are
you going Lethal?
No, I'm not. No, I'm going Taven as well. But I think it's just a good
moment for him.
Jay Lethal as a person.
I'm looking forward to the match. I think it'll be a fun enough match. It's not my most hyped match of the night.
Yeah.
Because I can't get fully on board with Matt Taven. Like, I'm not a big Matt Taven fan, but I think he's winning.
Yeah.
And like, I think it'll be a make or break run for him with the belt, but like, it's just he's in an awkward position. He's just in an awkward position with so I don't know. But I can't I would be picking Scurll if his contract thing wasn't that complicated, but Taven.
Yeah. We'll move on to the main event.
Ooh, this one's hard.
For the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Champion Jay White takes on challenger Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah. New Japan Cup winner. It's so hard. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm most unsure about this one.
I have a pick. Don't pick.
You go first.
I think Okada's winning. Because I think this is such a crowning event for New Japan. In the sense that it's Madison Square Garden. It's the biggest US show they've ever did. They want a crowning moment to end the show with. So I think putting the title back on Kazuchika Okada after his near year of kind of being in limbo, I think makes sense, especially after him losing at Wrestle Kingdom Redemption. Like,
Yeah, I was leaning towards Okada anyway, because I was like you said, it's their big show. Like, he is the guy. He is the ace of New Japan now. He is arguably the greatest Japanese wrestler ever.
Yeah.
And like I can just see it in my head. Okada standing there with the belt around his waist, doing the Rainmaker confetti. And I think it really opens up the G1, because like you have so many, like, because if that's the case, Jay White will be in the G1 again, and like he will be he's automatically a massive favourite to win it.
Yeah.
I think he gets final. I think
this is the main event for Wrestle Kingdom anyway.
Do you think so?
I think this is.
I don't think so.
Whatever carnation we're getting in.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if someone else won the New Japan Cup, then I would be saying, yeah, it would be. But because they're doing it now, I think they're just doing it fast. And it's a shame, because I love Jay White. I'm super, super behind Jay White now. And I would love for him to have a long reign. But he's
it was a huge moment for him.
I mean, it is, and I like
in New Japan only a year
and a bit, yeah, ago. Just near not even 2 years ago, yeah, like a year and a half, yeah. Like I think this is definitely not his last reign with the belt. Well, he's gonna be he could genuinely have unless he leaves, but I can't see. I think he likes New Japan there, yeah. So like I think he could genuinely have the belt again by the end of the year.
Yeah,
like I don't like, but what I think, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm leaning toward. I'm picking Okada, because I think it just feels right.
Yeah.
I can't see White winning, and like it just feels it would end the show on such a negative note.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because that's the thing with White as well. Like, he's a really good heel in the sense that like he gets actual genuine heat.
Yeah. He beat up Jim Ross, for God's sake.
He injured Jim Ross. Yeah.
Now AEW commentator, by the way.
Yeah. I think the match will be really good. They have really good chemistry.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really, really good. I don't think we're getting that in the Wrestle Kingdom, though. I think what we're getting, I think the final of the G1 this year will be Ibushi and Jay White.
Ibushi would be the other one that would make sense.
I think Ibushi's winning the G1 this year, and I think we're going to get Okada, Ibushi next year in the main event.
A lot of people thought Ibushi was going to win it last year, though.
A lot of people did, and we were going to get Ibushi Omega, but that was obviously before the AEW thing, and everything became so apparent.
Yeah, but
apparently the plan was, like, apparently this was always the plan for Okada to go over in MSG.
Because he was meant to be wrestling Kenny.
It was meant to be Kenny. Kenny was meant to retain if he re-signed, and then Okada was going to win the New Japan Cup anyway.
Yeah.
And then we were going to get this match at the main event instead, and Okada was going to win. And I don't know if Kenny was going to leave then, but I don't know. No, but I think, like I said, because Ibushi now has re-signed, he's in store for a mammoth push. So I think we're going to get a Ibushi White final in the G1. I think Ibushi wins, and we get Okada Ibushi, a match that I don't think we've had, not that much anyway.
Yeah.
A handful of times, if that. And I think Ibushi in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom will finally win the IWGP Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. But
I think
if Okada wins here, he's holding it to the Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he just has long reigns.
He never loses.
He's not gonna lose it straight away.
I think. Yeah, so that's it. So
I think we disagree on one.
Yeah,
that's so weird. That was such a long match card for one disagreement.
I think.
What one was it again? Oh, it was the two disagreements. You went no contest, and they went Zack Sabre Jr. Well, what was the other one?
Well, I went Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, you went God, and I went the Briscoes.
Yeah,
I think that was the only other one. I think.
Anyway, I think the one sad thing about this, obviously they're off doing other stuff, but like I think it's really sad that the Young Bucks or Cody isn't on this card. Like, I think they're the reason, and Kenny,
yeah, especially Kenny in my mind.
Yeah, they're the reason why this place sold out, and I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed because
I think when they sit down and watch the show, they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic show. But when this was originally announced, the Bucks, Cody, and Kenny featured heavily in the marketing, and now none of them are going to be on the card.
Like, just the elite in general.
Yeah, because Hangman Page, We have a couple of more, like, you know.
SCU. SCU aren't there either. They would have been there if they still were signed with Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Obviously Marty's there, like, but not in the capacity that everyone wanted him.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of
it.
Everything outside WrestleMania. It's happening that weekend. Anything you want to add? We have to do WrestleMania after.
17 matches. No, nothing more to add. Just that I'm really excited for it, and
I'm really excited.
I'm so excited. Takeover tonight, my first live takeover.
That's amazing.
Because I was always working.
You were telling me that today, and I was like, you have to have watched. Did you not watch that takeover with me? Not with me, but I remember you texting me during it. When it was the night before SummerSlam. It was Kevin Owens and Finn Balor in a ladder match. Did you not watch that takeover? I'm pretty sure you did.
I might have, actually.
And it was the night that Banks wrestled Bailey as well. It was such a good match.
No, I didn't watch that live.
Did you not watch that?
I watched that the next morning.
You might have gotten the main event.
Oh, I might have, actually.
Yeah, you might
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I did. I think I got home from work and I threw it on then.
Okay.
Because it was on. This is my first full. That's happened before as well, where I've come home and thrown on. I'm not counting them. This is my first live takeover, start to finish, and what a one to pop the cherry on. So I'm looking forward to it.
We've been going for almost 2 hours now. We'll probably be going for another 2 hours.
Yeah, Jesus.
To wrap this up.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening. G1 Supercard tomorrow night.
Takeover tonight.
Takeover tonight. WrestleMania Sunday.
Hall of Fame tomorrow. Woohoo!
Hall of Fame tomorrow. WrestleMania starts Sunday. Probably finishes Wednesday at some point. So we'll see you then.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody, and stay tuned for the next podcast.
Yes.
All covering everything WrestleMania 35 related.